What's up, guys? Welcome to Vintage Genetics, where it is all about classic bodybuilding. And I decided to walk outside again because spring, summer, it's all coming again. The winter and fall is over, especially in the Netherlands. You seriously need a good spring day or a summer day to be able to walk outside like this. And I'm really enjoying it, honestly. Especially now that I'm starting this lean bulk. Staying active is important because you want to be able to eat as much food as you can without gaining any weight. In terms of fat, you do want to gain muscle, of course. So what you do, food is the most anabolic, dangerous word, anabolic thing that you can put in your body. So you want to be able to put as much of it inside of you without gaining fat. How do you do that? By staying active. And what I like to do is walk outside. Because, it's a stress reliever. It's healthy. Actually gets rid of the toxins in your body. And you get a nice tan when it's sunny outside. And just look at the environment here. It's a very nice environment to walk in. So yeah, I really am enjoying that I'm able to walk outside again. I actually changed up my workout split to something different. Usually I always have 7 days a week and I just restart my workout split the next week. So every Monday would be quads, every Thursday would be hamstrings, stuff like that, you know? But this time it's 8 or 9 days even, consecutive, without looking at the actual day of the week. But, for example, this Monday will be chest, next Monday will be back, the Monday after that will be legs, because I'm not looking at the days of the week anymore. I'm looking at the amount of days. So I will post a new video of my workout split very soon with the logic behind it as well. And it has been a while since I've done cardio, and I noticed that even walking outside like this is a little more tiring than before. You gotta realize that when you're a bodybuilder, you weigh quite a lot more than the average person. Right now, I weigh 116 kilos, so every step is quite a lot of energy you put forth. But I don't want to be a person like that, no. I want to be able to do cardio, no sweat. Well, you will sweat, but I don't want it to be any effort, because I just want to be able to walk without losing any stamina along the way. But yeah, I gotta be honest, I just ate a big meal, so I'm still digesting that, and when you're doing that, there is less blood in the rest of your system to deliver oxygen to the muscles, and therefore your body, your brain tells your body to get more oxygen from the air by breathing harder. Yeah, look at this, guys. And remember when I used to walk on my other red Nikes? Well, these are awesome as well. They're also Nike, and I used to have these very flat soles, like these specifically designed for walking. But now I'm able to walk using these. They were quite expensive, but you can use it for walking, going to the gym, casual, doesn't matter. They're awesome. And they're also Nike, and they're also red. So yeah, but look at this, guys. Nature at its finest. I wish this park was a little bigger, but it is not. But there's a lot of paths in this park, so I will cross every single one of them. But yeah, I just really like nature. It's so much better than being on a treadmill inside a gym or inside your house. I mean, when you can just walk outside, it is so much more relaxing, so much more awesome, and the time will go so much more faster. Anyway guys, time to enjoy the environment and see you soon.
Alrighty, time to jump right into the workout of today, a leg workout. And as the title says, it's a classic Tom Platt style workout to bring those quads up, especially if you have stubborn quads and you need them to grow. For example, you want a bigger sweep on thicker quads. Doing the standard exercises will not always be enough. Sometimes you have to do something different in order to stimulate those quads. So you just saw me warming up with the leg extensions, extending all the way up, contracting the quads and stretching all the way down, ensuring that blood is rushing through those quadriceps. And now I am doing hack squats with a duck stance. Duck stance basically means that you target the sweep of your quads. It's a different variation of the normal hack squat. Tom Platt used to do this exercise and we all know how his legs looked, and it just gives a much better stretch to those quads, which is very important for quad growth. And what you want to do during the duck stance is put your heels together, low on the platform, and point your toes outwards. And then when you go down, stand on your toes and extend the knees outwards. And what I'm using right here are knee sleeves by Toncy gear, which they sent to me to test out and give a review of. I have to say, especially on exercises like this, the knee sleeves really do work, but I will do a more extended review on them because they also sent me something else that I want to review in this video. And then an exercise I've never really done like this. I usually do a sissy squat on a sissy squat machine, and it's an ironic, sarcastic name. Why? Because even with just your body weight, this type of squat is very heavy. You can see me doing this motion right here, standing on my toes, bending the knees forwards, extending the legs out to really get a stretch in the quads. And this is an iconic classic exercise also done by Tom Platt, but also by some guys nowadays who have amazing quads. And honestly, I was reminded by this exercise because I saw someone with amazing quads do this. So I was like, okay, let's finally test it out. And I gotta say, it feels awesome. Just make sure you have something to hold on to keep your balance. And if you think it's bad for your knees, you always gotta warm up, of course, but trust me, your knees won't be bothered if you have a healthy pair of legs and if you have correct form during the exercise. At least I didn't feel anything but the incredible stretch in my quads. And one other exercise to really bring up the quad sweep is close or narrow stance squats. And I like Smith machine squats because I cannot do these narrow squats with a regular squat bar, because then my back will bend over way too much, and now I can purely focus on the quads. And then I decided to add some resistance bands, also by Toncy gear, and this is what I really want to review in this video. Resistance bands, why would you use them? I've always seen Antoine Vaillant use them, John Meadows use them, and I was always intrigued by this. Actually, Antoine is a very strong Canadian bodybuilder, and he said he built up his strength partly due to using these resistance bands. Now, each of these bands are like 20 to 50 kilos, depending on how far they're stretched. But trust me, the further you go up, the further I push the weight up, the more difficult it becomes. But here's the fun part. Normally, during a squat, the higher you are in the movement, the easier it becomes. So this exercise kind of evens out the difficulty throughout the entire motion. And trust me, it just feels amazing, it feels different, and it feels a lot more difficult because, as you can see, I'm not really adding much weight to the bar, but the resistance that these bands are giving is just amazing. Also beneficial is when you go down, you can really feel the bands pulling on you, so pulling you down. This means you have to control the weight on the way down as well. And we all know that the negative portion of the movement is very beneficial for muscle growth. So using these bands really ensure a constant tension during the entire range of motion, and actually a changing tension, which causes your muscle to have to adapt and grow. Now I'm going to use these bands on other workout days, such as back day and chest day, especially during the bench press. You can do some really interesting stuff, and I also want to do it on the regular squat. I'm going to try that one out as well. And you know, overall I'm very enthusiastic about these bands. I always wanted to try them out for years. I never got around buying them, but now that I have used them, I've taken them to every single leg workout up until now. On the leg press, it's amazing as well. On the hack squat, that makes it a lot more difficult. And we all want it to be more difficult without having to add a million plates. And now we're doing the seated calf raise, also with the resistant band. This is just one band, but it's stretched double, so it's basically twice the resistance. And this is the same effect. The higher you go, the more difficult it is. And for a lot of people, the contraction at the top is hard to feel, but here, the higher you go, the bigger and stronger the contraction has to be. So you will feel it. And this is the last exercise, the standing calf raise. Very good for a full range of motion, stretching the calves as you can see, and fully contracting them at the top, using a fairly heavy weight to stimulate those calves to grow. Anyway guys, this was the video. A lot more is coming. I want to thank you for watching. If you like the video, please put a thumbs up, and don't forget to stay golden.